sit back, sip your tea, and get ready for next episode. Good morning on this amazing Sunday. What's going on out there? Hey,
happy,
girl.
Happy Sunday, all. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Misty. How's the weather?
Oh, girl, it's like gray and gloomy and really damp. I had taken a bath earlier and the condensation like clung to my windows. I almost thought it was like a dew on the mist in the morning on the lawn. But yeah, it's really humid but cold, that cold humidity. I don't think I'll be going anywhere today very far.
So it kind of feels like winter's in the air. Like it's here, but then the other day it was kind of like 80, and then before that it was like 69, and now it's like 40. What's going on?
Yeah, it really plays around with the scales in terms of up and down, this temperature, this weather.
Look at my super cute backdrop. It's my logo.
Oh, that's fabulous. I love it. Yes. And there we go. I was remembering when you designed it. Here it is.
We have something super exciting. Misty, do you know what we have today?
I do. We have a guest star.
Oh my God.
How could I not? We have the fabulous Miss Blake, and she's going to give me her opinion about a certain topic that we got cooking up for you guys.
We got Miss Blank, local celebrity, here with us today. We got Miss Blank, boss, here with us today. What is that you, girl? What's going on, girl?
Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? You got Miss Blank. You know you're rocking with me, and I'm definitely tuned in with you guys. Good morning. Good morning.
You look great, girl. What's going on your side, Ma? What's going on? Let them know what's going on.
Okay, well, a little bit on my side. We're working on a lot of music right now. We have a lot of inventory. I just did my store, so I have a couple of things to sell to my viewers or your viewers. They'll be able to buy some merch if they want to. I'll set a link at the end of it. But on my side, we're doing great. Yes, we're
so
blessed.
You're a mom.
Yes.
Tell us about mommyhood, career, and what's going on right now with things being virtual with school. How are you handling it? You are a mother. Crowns off to you. How are things going?
Okay, well, first and foremost, yes, I am a mother. One first-time mom, and it's a beautiful thing to be a mommy. My son, he's awesome. Like, motherhood is very awesome. Let's say the virtual schooling is pretty neat. I actually prayed for this. I prayed for school to actually become virtual because I just felt like it's better for the children to be at home, where if you're at home parent, you can actually focus on what your child is learning. You can actually focus on what the school is teaching them. You know, you can basically be inside and know exactly what's happening with your child, let alone to send them to a system, you know, and not know what's going on or want to know why my child is not learning or escape from virtual school than actually, you know, in school. So it's kind of actually good. I'm kind of glad that they did virtual. I'm not glad the world shut down.
Better is a good thing. Better is a good thing.
Yes, it is.
So I want to introduce Misty. She has a foundation that she's launching, that she's coming out with. Misty, can you just introduce yourself to Miss Blank and also just introduce her to her what your foundation is geared towards? And we had talked about it being virtual. I think this will be a great opportunity for mothers to hear about this. You know, sometimes kids need an outside outlet, and Misty has an art foundation that she is launching soon.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. I think that it's good to inspire creativity. Problem solving can come from being able to think quickly.
Excuse the technical difficulties, but we are right back live with you. Misty, can you give us a rundown about your foundation and what you're doing with art and the community kids?
Absolutely. When I was a small child, I used to escape reality. I had kind of a tough time with things at times, and I used to make like little drawings and pictures of house plants such as these. I was fascinated about creating because it let me escape of a problematic life sometimes. And when I was older, I would draw comic strips Now, what this has to do with Raven Mischievous Foundation is that I think from a young age, when we learn to like release through expression, whether it's music, but mostly art, drawing, watercolors, paint,
Yes.
ceramics, all that stuff, it like releases negative thoughts and embraces like that you built something out of your own imagination.
Now that things are going digital with everything that's happening globally around the world, are you going to make this more for parents and youth where they can come on maybe Zoom and you're going to teach them? Is this going to be like a YouTube show tutorial? Do you want one-on-one? Like how far do you want to take this? Because this is a great idea for kids who don't really get to go to school anymore because of what's going on. Our parents may choose to not want to send their kids to school. Do you want to make this more virtual, more tutorial, more one-on-one?
What I actually want to do is completely make it virtual through, it could reach a maximum amount of people. I would want to have like 5 or 6 who can come in person for like demonstrations, a small class of a tutorial. I want to demonstrate how to make an African violet flower pot out of clay. I want to discuss the process about glaze because that's my favorite ceramic. And I love plants. But then other episodes, like one might be geared towards youth, but another episode might be geared towards like oil paints. Like there's going to be different segments for different people, but the basis of it will be art through creative expression.
I think that's great. Ms. Blake, that's a great outlet. Keep that in mind for our youth because we need to have them, you know, expressing themselves through many different outlets. So introducing Miss Blake, can you just let the world know a little bit more about your platform, about your music history? Let them know what time it is, girl.
Okay, well, a little bit about my music and the platform and the foundation that we're building here is basically like I've been a musician since I was younger. I just never really moved forward with it just at this time of knowing, okay, is this really what you want to do? Because when you're younger, you have so many different ideas, so many different thoughts. You know, your mind goes, well, what am I going to be? You know, and this, you can be that. But would I've ever thought that I wanted to be a musician? Yes. And she's been a long way with it. And I decided to take it and move forward with it. So what I want to do here is now connect with a lot of people, basically just giving out a message. The children are what we're really working towards. We're working towards bettering our future, and our children are our future. So what's next? What's next? What to prepare them for? Not just all, you know, sex this, sex that, you know, everybody knows sex sells and stuff like that. But if these children are stable, comfortable, and they're going to look up to you and they're going to be inspired or whatever it is that you're doing. So for myself, my foundation is just a light start. I was a new artist when I first came into the game. What I will say is I've met a handful, more than over a handful of great people that actually are waiting for me to hit certain doors. And so my music here, I'm working on a few things. I have a couple new drops coming out. I have a few songs that I'm going to be revamping thanks to a few selective great people. I can definitely say that you guys are going to see a lot because I'm working and because I was focused on family more. But you know, you have to do what makes you happy. And what makes me happy is doing my music. But then I started debating with myself. What is it that you want to put in your message as this music goes? Do you want the children to look at you and look up to you and be like, I want to be like her? You know, most women are thinking, you know, you got to have a Coke shake bottle, big boobies, big. You can be happy and enjoy yourself and your life and still make magic happen. See, it's like, it's a magical force, though, like where Misty was saying.
Can you tell me a little bit about the song that you already have on SoundCloud and the push behind that? You already have an established song on SoundCloud. Let Misty know so we can let our community know that we have a local Black woman who's not just a mother, but she's out here grinding. Tell the people about your song that you already have on SoundCloud, Ma.
That I have on SoundCloud is called NextLevelShit. I haven't really pushed it to where I wanted to push it to because I've been doing mommy things, I've been doing family things, and it's like to juggle it. It's a bunch of balance you got to deal with, and it's a lot of energy to deal with. So it's like, yikes, what do you do next? But the song is Next Level Shit, and I mean, it's bomb. You go ahead, you go check it out. It's mzz.blank. It's Next Level Shit on there. There's Chirac, basically a freestyle to a beat. That's Chirac. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that song. And there's Who the Fuck You Playing With. Excuse my lingo, but that's really the song's name title. Basically, I have a great lead of new songs that's on the way.
All right, Miss Blake, let's hear that song. Let's pull it up. Let's hear what you got. Show us what you got.
All right. Hey.
I need to hear this song, Miss Blank. Go ahead and like play this track.
Okay, here we are. This is Miss Blank. This is called Next Level Shit. Okay, SoundCloud is where you can find it. So.
Hey.
She said, cause we on some next level shit, next level shit. Roll a pit, flip some grams, next level shit. All that other talking you doing is irrelevant. Next level shit, next. I'm on some, huh? Okay, huh?
Hey. Hey.
All that other talking you doing is irrelevant. Yeah, next level shit. I said, yo, friends, have you ever seen red bottom rims? These shoes look huge on the big body bends. I ain't them born in the sense of like a scratch or ticket to get these chickens, so I gotta flip these hens. I'm up in the minute, big fucking pennies. Niggas.
So I definitely heard a little bit Misty. She definitely proved herself. Bring that back a little bit, girl. Bring that back so my girl can hear that. Rewind that back.
Yeah, next level shit. Next level shit. Roll a pit, flip some grams, next level shit. All that other talking you're doing is irrelevant. Next level shit. Next level shit. I said, seat back while I'm cruising in the wind. No friends. Have you ever seen red bottom rims? These shoes look huge on the big body bends. I ain't some other bitches, don't confuse me with them. Okay, born in the sin, so am I like born again. Like a scratch or ticket, your chance of winning is slim. I like to get this chicken, so I gotta flip these hens. I'm up in the club, sipping on some Henny. Fucking pennies.
And as we can see, it's lit in the room. We have Capital Region talent right from this Albany, right from this whole capital. It's talented people here. Miss Blake is obviously one of them. Hot new music. Check her out. Check out her music. That was a good song.
On SoundCloud. Now we're on SoundCloud, Mom. What's the name of the song on SoundCloud?
Next Level Shit. And all you have to do to look for me or to find that song is basically type in mzz.blank. That's it.
What do you ladies think about the topic of reincarnation? Me, myself, personally feel that my soul is a queen of regeneration and that I've lived and been reborn in many different fashions in many different lives. Some not just a wig, it's about like really reincarnation of a soul from one state to another or inside her person. But like, does karma affect from a previous life like predestined into what this life is? What do you think?
So what do we think about that? Like, I want to open the floor up to Miss Blake. What's your views and your ideas on reincarnation, spirituality, especially in the music industry? You're constantly revamping and redoing and relooking. What's your opinion or ideas on reincarnation versus spirituality?
Okay, so my idea for spirituality, because I'm very spiritual, I would say the spirituality is like you got to stay strong, you got to stay grounded, because you know you gifted, and it's like, you know, it was given to you. Like you don't have to go find it, you don't have to go research it, you don't have to, it's inside of you. That's the spirit, which is spirituality. Where, you know, reincarnation is like, for me, I've been in 3, if you will, and I would basically state like, it feels good because it's like, you don't know what's next. You don't, where the spirit is leading you. You should have no real problem on going, okay, well, the spirit is taking me here. Let me go there. Reincarnation for me is basically being reborn again And that's just basically like stating you was in a bad state of mind. For me, I was in a bad state of mind once upon a time, like anxiety and everything of that nature. And over, like I'm like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to live no more. But that spirit was like, shake that off. You spiritual. You gotta get that. You bugging. There's some. And then I got back into my spirituality things of prayer and talking to our higher powers and learning that when you're spiritual, it's never gonna be easy. It's never gonna be easy when you're spiritual, due to the fact that you're chosen. More so, everybody's spiritual, if you will. They just don't know how to tap into it. Where there's so many people that can awaken so many selective souls who need to be awoken.
Are there a lot of soulless people, like a lot of lost souls, a lot of darkness? I remember you had brought up the thing about the litter in Albany. Like, piggyback off what Miss Blank is saying. Give us a little bit more on what you feel and think reincarnation is in spirituality today, here in society right now.
Well, I will say that one of the concepts in Plato reincarnation theories and in Grecian theories is that cleanliness is next to godliness, and to have
Amen.
a clean, serene earth is very critical. So to feel the work being defiled by disrespect and just litter and like it doesn't matter at all, it makes the world angrier energetically that you're defiling the plants and everything alive. Like people who litter, I feel they're disrespectful about themselves and their mind is
Right.
littering. They wouldn't just be like really have some respect. I got more spiritual through gardening. Part of being grounded was literally digging my fingers in the dirt,
Yeah.
2 little chihuahuas running around in the yard, putting bulbs into the earth, giving them nurturing, sitting in a garden. I have a divine male and a divine female garden in my yard. And especially divine feminine is the first one that awoke, because the garden was in kind of rough shape and I felt a female presence awaken. And I didn't know what to call her, and I just named her Emerald because she kept being around the color green. But I felt like her energy was attached to this property. And by watching me in the garden, like garden and tend to nature's needs, but then I'm sitting there sobbing over things in my life, I felt that I could just speak to her and she could speak to me energetically about creating beauty as a woman's experience. And let's talk about the time that you and I had went down to a lower part of Central Ave, and there was like a mist, like a yellowish haze over the air. Like you could visibly see a haze and you could see litter everywhere. I guess they were trying to lift the litter and it made like haze in the air. And then at a certain monument, there was a man just in a sleeping bag, just camped out, sleeping on a monument. Like, we spoke to him about if he needed help or if he would want to go someplace to a shelter or someplace more safer. And the poor guy, like, he just felt so energetically drained that he just slumped there and just wanted to plant himself there like a geranium. It's sad. With all that chaos in the streets, all that litter, all those plates and glasses.
I'm just wondering, like, where's the mayor and where's the people that pick up those kind of people? Like, I'm wondering where the cleanliness, like, what happened to the spirit of the city? Like, it just seems so dark, and I'm wondering, like, where's the mayor? Where's the people that clean the streets? What's going on, Miss Blank?
Or you could do like we did when I was younger. We actually did, well, you don't have to, but the people out here should have a more concern, where I was really going to go and have a community cleanup day like we did when I was younger. We actually had adults contact the mayor and we basically cleaned up downtown. We took trash bags, and the objective message was, this is our place of stay. And why, if this is our place of stay? And they were saying, well, we do our job, but the trash comes. So we said, well, give us some trash bags.
So how did that work out? Like, did they give you a hard time? Did they give you supplies? How did that work out?
It actually worked out pretty great, because as a young child, I would say I was about 12 or 13 years old, and they actually gave us supplies. They didn't help at all. They didn't do any work. They just provided supplies. So it was just more so like it was a great ordeal for them being able to So to purchase and have to clean up, and that's not our job, but it is our job because this is our earth. So we want to be in a good, clean, safe environment. You know what made me feel really good is I took a trip to back in, you know, I went to the city, then I came back, and on the day that I came back, I actually looked around and I came into Albany downtown. They were actually doing the same thing. They had a group of about 13 to 15 children walking around with trash bags, cleaning up the environment. And I just pulled over and I let them know that I'm proud of you guys.
When I hear you say these amazing things, I immediately think of the Raven Mystique Foundation, the Valdez Incorporated Ministry Foundation, and now we have the Ms. Blank Foundation, OwlLife. I think we should do something dynamic, and we should go around and we should show our community that we can help clean it up. I think if people see us doing it, then they may want to do it, because I kind of feel like the spirit of the city is just gone. But let's get back to reincarnation. The Egyptians believed in reincarnation. So many different cultures believe in incarnation. I just have one quick question. My question is, what is the American dream, or what is the spirit of America? Does anybody want to give a delivery on that?
First, girl, you want to go first? Or should I do it?
No,
whoever wants to go first.
You should.
Cultures with reincarnation, such as Middle Eastern cultures and different places of a more indigenous kind of vibe to the planet. People on this planet came and became Christianized and colonized. And in the Christian Catholic belief, you get one shot of a deal at life, one shot deal. Reincarnation is more of a Middle Eastern and different cultures that you repeat. And then there's a karmic lesson to your next life and to the next journey. And then this United States, we're built on the concept of Catholic. You get one life, purgatory, or hell or heaven. One shot deal. That's the part that baffles my mind, how it's so dramatically different from reincarnation. I believe in reincarnation strongly. So I never agreed with the whole Catholicism. You got one shot.
Ms. Blank, definition of reincarnation?
Well, for my definition, I totally agree with Misty, because it's like, you know, you do get multiple chances. The chance that you don't have is when you're dead. Okay? Like, when you're dead, you can't make it better. You can't fix it. You can't try to turn it into something that it could possibly been, because you can't do anything. You're dead. So while you have the chance to have a spirit that's alive inside of your body, you have the chance to reincarnate situations. Like basically how I'm about to revamp my song. I'm bringing it back to life. It was dead, and now it's being reincarnated. And that's my definition for my reincarnation of, you know, just an example of what reincarnation could be. Because there's
trusty old Google search engine. Reincarnation is basically the rebirth of a soul in a new body. So I feel like we could pretty much, you know, be reborn again and reincarnate over and over and over. We may not be able to do the eccentric time traveling, but I do always believe in revamping and reincarnating your look, your image, your spirit. And that's just the click of a mind. Just switch your thinking process, sit back, meditate, recharge, rethink, and we can reincarnate our soul and rejuvenate. That meditation piece is so important. Now, who believes in karma?
Right here. Right?
What's the tea on karma?
Oh, what's the tea? Let me get my scalding hot teapot. Frequencies and higher abilities, yeah, it's harder because there's a lot of people on a like more demonic, unhappy, negative frequency that like it like that. Angelic, or who are here to like grow and lift others up out of the trenches. There's trenches right now. Look at it. It's disgusting. I'm looking out my window. It's disgusting, but that doesn't mean the planet doesn't have it within to rebirth itself. It has before.
So do you agree that you are soul, an immortal being created in a timeless world? You existed before birth and endured beyond and space. God made soul before the world and before time, and souls come to earth from a higher spiritual world to add experience to their lifetime. True or nay?
I would say that's true. Somewhere in that study, that can be a truth. There's a truth And anything that's information, that's a history, information, there's a truth to it. There's lies and there's the truth. And it's up to us as a spiritual creature to find our truth. I believe there's some truth in that.
Okay.
There's a scientific law that says energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred. Meaning that same energy is what is like the molecules on a molecular level. The way molecules interact creates the form. Core, what's invisible, is what really is like the essence being of the nature of that beast.
I have
It
a
might look
question.
different.
Miss Blake, why do you think people are unhappy?
I think people are unhappy because they look for other happiness in things. They're not looking for happiness inside of themselves.
Wow.
They are
That's exactly it. Outside of themselves, they look outwardly influences.
You know, if you're looking, like if you go, oh, you know, I'm so happy, I wake up this morning, I'm so happy. Well, did you wake up happy or did you have to do something to get happy? Did you wake up with a spirit of happiness and joy and receiving and, you know, the grace of being here? Are you happy because you're here and you woke up? Or are you happy because, you know, you later on, you're going to work, you're getting paid, you go get that liquor, you go get that weed, you go get that drug, and now you're happy. But when that's gone, you're not happy anymore. That doesn't define happiness, because you need something to fill a void, where I feel like if you're spiritual, you should be able to know that you don't need anything to fill the void of happiness, because you're happy just because you're a spiritual happy person. And it's embedded in you. It's not something that
Misty, did you have a piggyback?
Absolutely, I would like to say two things. Number one, when I was really young, I was pretty poor. I didn't really have a lot of toys and stuff like that. I had my imagination to run into fields and to pick up sticks and to create and pick flowers and make it beautiful. So that became a core value of expressing nothing into the beauty of something, like just to take a plant out of the earth and present it to someone as a flower. When I was young, I came across a clump of iris bulbs when I was really like maybe 6 or whatever. And I planted them, I brought it home, I planted them in the ground. And when the flowers came up, I was totally amazed. I couldn't believe it. It was so beautiful, purple irises. And in a bucket right there, I have a pink bucket of iris bulbs right now, because it was a bulb in a dormant form. But when I saw it come alive out of the earth and the love I gave it and the water and just like the care, I realized, wow, that's what nurturing is about.
My question is,
about imagination.
why are people unhappy, Misty? I'm gonna give you a chance to answer that question.
Because they're looking outwardly and looking for escape mechanisms that aren't on a soul level, like video games or booze or go have a party or go get lit. That's one thing of life, but on a deeper core value, it's just such a small thing of it that when you focus on just that, their world gets really smaller, where it's just about
right.
According to the Karmatic book, it says, why do you suppose people are unhappy, or what do you think makes people unhappy? Okay, and a survey would probably list 100 of reasons why people are unhappy. And I just want to read this insert. It says, the choices you've made in the past are the direct cause of your unhappiness today. Is that true or nay?
True. Because they didn't work it out yet. They got to work it out again and again until they get it right and work to the next level.
Why do you have to work it out? Why can't you just forget about it and try over?
Growth, evolution. Evolution's real.
So studies show that past lives are tied to karma. The law of cause and effect, or the law of karma, is always in play your whole life at all times. And the experiences that derive from our adolescent or mature understanding of that law will in time bring you to acceptance of divine love. That is the reason you are here, okay? Some people, sometimes people may ask, what does, what's your purpose? Why are you here? And your true purpose is to learn and grow and learn and share experience.
That's correct.
Expansion, baby,
And you could
expansion.
do that in the music industry, Miss Blank, with your music, as you said earlier. Do you find it hard to do that, or do you think that sometimes the industry pushes you to be more sexualized? I know you had mentioned that there was a time in my life where I had wanted to go to a studio and, you know, do some studio time, but then it just went left. I
Yeah.
felt like even though I paid my money, I paid my deposit, I came in ready, I came in dressed, you know, for production, and
It
then
still
it
wasn't
turns
productive.
left. It just,
Right.
I don't understand that. You know what I
What
mean?
happened?
So,
What turned it left? How? What went
Well,
wrong?
well, we don't need to
maybe.
go into that because there's
Oh,
some
okay.
legalities with that. But I just, you know, I want to ask Miss Blank while she's here,
Yeah.
how do you stay leveled, being a woman in this music industry and trying to deliver a message that you feel is positive when everything wants you to do the opposite?
To tell you the truth, this is one of my biggest things that I've been fighting myself with because I haven't put anything back out due to the fact that I just want people to look at me the way that my music is set. So it's like the message is what do you want people to look at you as? And like you stated, you've been to studios just trying to do your music and stuff, and you know that they're very unproductive. You know, they just want sex. You come with your money, everything. You're ready to perform. You're ready to do your song, and they still just want to, you know, hey, touchy, nudgy, feely. And it's like, no, I came to do my
Trying to get
song.
paid and then double dip and get paid another way. Awful, awful.
It is. It's so
Men in
bad.
charge of music.
And,
Awful.
you know, that's one of my stagnation points where it made me feel uncomfortable. Like if I can't find a really good person or a really good place to be, I don't really want to do this because if this is what every female is doing, because if you look around the pattern is more so every female is trying to be the big boobies, the skinny waist, the sex, you know, and it's like, we're more than sex. Hello, we're more than titties. We're more than ass. We're
I
more than
often
vagina.
say that you no longer have to be, you no longer pretty much have to be a authentic writer anymore. You no longer have to be a real entertainer. All you need is a lace front, some lashes, and a
And that's
ghostwriter,
it.
and you're set to go.
And that's bad. I feel
And a
like
good plastic surgeon.
that's it. I feel like
And
that's
to be
bad
tall
because
like your face.
it takes away the real to what this is as far as music. If you're an artist, you're making a craft. I do music. I am an artist, so I like to see what my craft, you know, comes out like. Where if I'm an artist, okay, it's not just about the look. It's this is who I am. This is my hobby. And most people just do it just to get paid. Not a joke because you know y'all take it as a joke because it's like, oh well, you know, I'm just doing music. I'm getting paid. I'm not foundation on the level of respect on what's supposed to be dished out and putting them into the music, making them look good, and the message is tarnishing the people of the new generation. Where it should be to build, to grow. It should be more natural, more nature. The women should know we have power. We have, you know, a bunch of things that is just more than our body to offer. We have love. We are nurturing creatures. This is why I'm moving forward to actually doing and pursuing my music because I have a message and I see the children and I'm very involved with children today. Like if we did a podcast for the children, they would be like, yo, she inspired me, and they're younger. So I touch the youth.
Do you handle the pressure when you're faced with this kind of like pressure, like, oh, you know, that song is cool but drop this song, or that look is cool but let's change it up a little bit? How do you handle that? Do you follow suit, because I see a lot of people follow suit, or do you just kind of go the indie route, the independent route?
I can definitely say that I try to follow suit, but I can't. It doesn't sit right with my soul, and my spirit is alone by itself. It's
I
just like,
love
no,
my
it's not right.
90s hip hop, my old school beats, my old like Little Kim, Speedy Small, stuff like that. And what I love is when a song can be refurbished, basically, like you take an interpolation or a little thing about an old song and regenerate it into like a whole new life, like a whole new life.
Basically, like reincarnation.
Definitely, like it's a reincarnation of a song into like a next new rebirth of a song with a part of it, an essence of it, but like new.
So, as you speak upon that, I actually am working on something in my new inventory as far as my music, and I have an old song where I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna love it. So, let me just give you a light little preview, okay? Here we are. Basically refurbished as a new beat, but it's the candy, like candy. It's like candy. It's Miss Blank. You know? You know how we rockin', baby. You know, like it's like candy at the beat. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, it's like candy. It's so sweet. Oh, it's like candy at the beat. Light. That was just like a light preview. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Love it. Love
That
it.
was a little snack, a little snacky snack.
That was a little snacky snack.
Oh, that was cute. Well, give the people a quick freestyle. You can't leave them dry like that. Just give them a quick little 15-second quick freestyle.
Okay. Well, here we go. Everybody, this show is called about
Your voice is speaking.
Sister Voices Speaking. So, here we go. This morning's show was about three sisters speaking like, yo, hello, let's talk about some things that we're doing. We recarting everything, all this energy we be pursuing. They was mad because we know exactly what we doing. We so spiritually inclined. This is what we moving. Magic like girl savage. They was looking at us, no, I'm not average. I'm MZZ.BLANK, and there's no one that can move me out the way because I'm so stuck just like a boulder in its day. They mad at me. I tell them, go ahead and pray. Huh? So off the top. That was off the top.
Love it, love it, love it.
Ladies, do we have any final words, any encouraging words, Ms. Blank? Do you have anything that you want to share with the public as far as like some advice, get these people to feel good, stay up with energy? Like, is there anything that you may want to share with people to give them some hope?
Yes. Everybody, if you're doing anything that you just started doing and it seems like it's hard, pray on it, meditate on it, ask the universe if this is for you, ask if this is what you're supposed to be doing, and if it is, the universe is going to give you all the right answers. It's going to show you all the doors are basically going to open like it did for me. And that's my experience to tell people, you know, if it's something that you want to do it, go for it, try it. Jump right into it. Don't be scared. And if you are scared, you know, pray a little bit. Ask somebody for some help. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's one thing. Do not be afraid to ask for help. You're sitting back trying to figure out what's the next move, and all you have to do is communicate. So I want everybody to stay healthy, happy, work on your breathing, work on how you treat people. If you can, go step outside and put your feet on the ground, because that's grounding too, as Misty was stating, that she is all into the natural remains of life. Basically, that is something that's real. If you can, go buy some seeds and plant something. It's healthy. Be sister. We have spoken our words, and we will stay peaceful. And we wish all the peace and blessings to everybody. And that's from me.
Misty, you got any encouraging words for me, Ma?
Yes, I think it's also, when it comes to someone's craft or artistic gift, they have to be ready to jump in the pool and dive all the way in. No half-stepping, no sidestepping. If you're an artist, be a full-fledged artist. If you're going to, instead of tipping your toe in and thinking, oh, I can't, it's all about taking a dive in the pool. You just want to plunge right in with your full confidence and just know that one foot in front of the other, step by step, but steadily forward, wins the race.
I want everybody to hold their head up. I want everybody to take today, breathe, get outside, get some air, revamp, reincarnate yourself. Take a minute to meditate, revamp, breathe, be easy. Get you a little money and just woo-saw. That's all you gotta do. Just do a little woo-saw and you'll be all right. Just do a little woo-saw for me, okay? And on that note, we say, ow, we out. Peace out.
Ooh, OwlLife.
Confidence is key. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your vision, believe in your expression. When it comes to art and when it comes to life, you have to believe to achieve. You have to believe it's real, because if you don't believe it, nobody will.
Hey, did you like that video? Well, you can have more. Like and subscribe now.